Hello Mary, can you tell me about the course that you're on?
Yeah, I'm currently studying for a Masters in Education at the University of Bath. It's a course that allows me to study part-time because I work as an administrator at the University of Bath, and it's taught course and it's flexible learning.
Okay, why did you decide to undertake this type of studying?
I think because of the flexibility that it offered me. It's one, I think I don't like studying via distance learning. I respond well to being in a classroom and bounce off other people, and I find that I learn better in that environment. And I think too, because there were no pressures on me in terms of the deadlines for handing in assignments. Although you do have deadlines, they're very flexible and can be talked about with the people that are running the course.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell me what the considerations that you made before actually deciding to undertake the study?
Of course, there are financial implications. After already completing an undergraduate degree, you've sort of already been through the mill a bit sort of financially in terms of studying for that. So it had to fit in so that I could actually make sure that I could afford to do it. And I think also, secondly, it's about sort of making sure that when I commit to something, I usually want to be able to complete successfully. So it's being able to fit in the studying in with my work and also in with my home life.
Okay, so had you always had it at the back of your mind that this study is something that you wanted to do?
I've always wanted to develop myself. I think after completing my undergraduate degree, I realised how much I enjoyed learning, and so it's always been very, very important for me not to stay static and always to challenge myself. So I don't think I've always wanted to do a particular master's, but I've always wanted to progress, and it just so happens that also helps me progress my career.
Okay, so what's the most enjoyable part of your course?
The most enjoyable part is actually being able to talk with other people that are working within the same sector as I am. Or as I've mentioned earlier, I work as an administrator, and I wanted to get a better knowledge of what the core business of education is all about. And so that really enables me to do that. It's understanding the lecturers and the teachers and what they're actually wanting to get out of their studying as well. And that enables me to relate better to them in my work.
Okay, so what's the most challenging part of your course?
I think the most challenging part is there's lots of reflective activity with it, which enables me to reflect on my everyday working practices. And I find that always challenging. It's always very challenging to critique yourself. And also have others critique you. But I guess that does enable me to improve my professionalism in my job every day.
Okay, so in terms of your job role, has your course made a difference as to how you think about things at work?
I would say that I've only actually at the moment just completed two modules of my course. So it's very early stages. I do know that when I completed my first degree, it's made me think differently about the way I approach jobs, made me think more holistically. But I would imagine that by the end of the Masters I will come out with a whole variety of different skills. And if you ask me to analyse it at this early stage, I don't think I can do that yet. Maybe interview me in 6 months' time or a year's time when I'm a bit further down the course.
Okay. So has your course impacted on your family life?
Yes, of course it has. I think that there's times when I've obviously had to set aside for studying, But because of the flexibility of the course, it's enabled me to plan, like I said, both my workloads at work, so that when I know that I'm coming to a peak within work, I sort of don't do as much studying, and I can also balance that as well against my home life. So, for example, during the summer holidays, although I don't get summer holidays, but essentially the workload is not as high, I then concentrate on studying, or I'll say that I'll have like sort of a month off and start back studying back in September again. So although it has impacted on home life, I would say not as great as if I was studying full time.
Okay. So do you think you would recommend this form of studying?
I would totally recommend this form of studying. It's totally suited me, and I hope that I come out of it with really good marks that help me to progress my career.
Okay. And finally, do you feel that undertaking this degree has changed or developed you as a person?
I would hope so. I guess I can only ask other people to comment on that for me. But like I said, it's still early days, so we shall see at the end.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mary.
Thank you.